Now, how did I do with the interior? Well, let's take a little look around first. So upon entering, we come across this little bookshelf. Nothing has been filled in just yet, but hopefully in the future we will fill it in with some books that maybe we read ourselves. And of course we have our little kitchen countertop here with all the different types of furnaces that will help us in our life. I built a little grandfather clock here. I actually visited the tavern near the crypt and saw that there were clocks being sold there, which is highly ideal for me because, hey, I was able to make this. I don't think it looks absolutely amazing, but I thought it was pretty clever. It was a design I saw, and you know, the boots for the bell and the clock for the head. I mean, I just think it looks freaking fantastic. Then we have a little bit of a living area here where we can sit and talk among our friends. And then over here we have another bookshelf, a little bit of a corner here, a bit of a hidden secret there. And then of course as we go upstairs, it's a bit of a mess. I still have all of my chests and my shulker boxes all spread out, but at the very end we have something quite amazing. This is where someone who maybe particularly thoroughly appreciates time would sit and do their studies. Now, of course, eventually this build will become RPGified, which means we're going to be able to add NPCs to this build and have people live among these places. I say these places as if we had multiple builds. We literally only have this clock tower, but someone will eventually reside in here, and I think this is probably going to be someone with a lot of power. So make sure you let me know in the comment section what you think should be the name of the person who resides here. Of course, that's going to be way in the future, so I guess you don't have to leave the comment now because I'll probably ask for it again later. With that being said, talking about comments, in the previous video, we started this wall, which is now taken up slightly by the staircase that I made up, but this wall of time wizards, and of course this is your names, people in the comments, this is your name. Aquilon was the first person in the comment section who actually gave me an idea to build the clock tower, so of course they became a time wizard. The wall of time wizards will grow even more today, because today we are adding 4 names to the wall. The first person that we are featuring in the wall today is someone who gave a wonderful idea of what to call this clock tower, which is going to be the Timekeeper's Dwelling. Unfortunately, it doesn't all fit in one line, so that's kind of unfortunate. But I still really like the name. Calling this the Timekeeper's Dwelling, I mean, it makes sense. I'm always stressing out about time and making sure that we appreciate it, so of course, it only feels right. Let me make sure that I didn't add the apostrophe here. We gotta do that. That's very important. And of course, we need to paint you and make you glow just like so. Of course, the person who recommended this, their name is Autumn, and so of course, you will be going up on the wall of wizards. And you know what? We're gonna be funky and we're gonna put you over here, Autumn. Let's go. But like I said, there will be 4 people added to the wall today, so make sure you stick around and see who else goes up there. And I guess by now you must have noticed my money. I'm at 90,000 gold. Well, actually, there's a really funny story behind that. This story actually starts out with Cambam calling me over to the crypt entrance. Camathy Bamathy.
Christ almighty, where did you even come from? Do you want to race me? I think I could beat you.
Race in the crypt?
Yeah, man. Speedrunning challenge. You know, there's a speedrunning guild coming up, I hear, maybe, potentially, and like...
Something we're cooking up, yeah.
Something that's being maybe cooked up. I don't even know.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit of a work in progress, but
yeah.
it's been mentioned here and there. We haven't you know, made anything official, but yeah.
I heard there's something coming along anyway, and I'm excited about that. But I just wanted to prove myself. You know, I average around about 200 seconds each time at this point, which I think is decent.
That's very good.
But I know that
average.
you're like, what's your average? Like, you get a lot of, you move around the crypt, I've heard.
Yeah, I think my average is like 170 right now. Maybe a little bit lower. I don't know. I actually haven't ran the crypt too much recently because I've been building.
Maybe I could eclipse you this time. Should we have a wager?
Okay, I'm down.
What do you got?
I got a lot of money, but I'll put down like 10K.
No, I don't
No?
want 10K. I want your head.
You want my... If you beat me, you want my head.
Yeah.
I knew there would be a catch to this race. But after settling the wager of either my head or 10,000 gold, our speedrunning race began. All right, here we go. The Lost Crypt race begins now. Let's see. That's actually a decent exit, if I remember correctly. I actually haven't looked at my chart recently, but that should be upstairs on the same side as where the exit is. Seems like we have a pretty good spawn here. We didn't have a skeleton spawn there, but I'm pretty sure it's because Cam is also running the crypt, and usually that bugs out some of the spawns of the skeletons, which is totally chill with me, because I can get through this a little bit faster. Totally fine with me. Let's see. So that corridor is there, which means that could be a dead end there, but that's okay. We will deal with it. Let's go ahead and deal with this as we normally do. I didn't bring my other sword, so we're just gonna have to go with this. Grab this book. What is it? Projectile protection? Not that good. All right, let's find out. Is this a dead end? It's not. That's actually really good. No spawn there, actually. Okay. Interesting. No skeleton spawn there. And then we're just gonna do the candles here. The very beautiful candles with the very beautiful particles of a new mod I installed that Sausage sent me. There we go. We finished that. And then we're just gonna go on over and do the parkour. And then we're pretty much done. The only way that I lose this is if I miss my parkour jumps. And there is a high chance that happens. Oh, speaking of which, there is a high chance that happens because I just did it on like the third jump, which is not normal for me. I think I like jinxed myself into doing that. Perfect. And now we just get out of here. My exit, I believe, was just upstairs across the way. I think it's either the second or the third room. I actually don't remember. That's actually so bad for my speedrunning status. Oh, yeah, it's on the second one. Okay. There we go. Open this, and we're gonna leave at a solid... Let's see, let me grab the free loot from here. I'll grab it all just to show that I looted everything. 179. Oh, yeah. No, we wait.
That's terrible, man. Oh no! I knew I was screwed there. Like God, I first of all, I got a terrible run. Like, I got the sheep queen. I got like the corridor closed off, so I had to walk around. Like, it was done from the start.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I had like the best run. Like, I mean, I didn't have a fantastic exit, but it wasn't like super far.
How much was it? 1,000?
10,000, I believe.
10 coins. 10 good old coins.
10,000.
10 good coins. There you go.
I'm pretty sure it's 10, comma 00.
Sorry. There you go. There's the correct amount. I think.
There we go. Oh, thank you so much. So anyway, that's how I got my money. But upon my travels, I noticed that there was another clock near my tent. So of course, I'm gonna go back and grab that clock, but that reminds me of another wonderful comment that we received that said that I actually missed another clock at my tent, which I'm not sure if... Oh god, that was scary. Which I'm not sure if it's... Okay, here we go again. All right, I'm not really good at this, am I? I really gotta fix this place up. But alas, a few people commented actually that I missed another clock, which I don't think it's the same one that I saw when I was traveling and hanging out with Cam. And if there is actually a clock there, I mean, first of all, I'm gonna be freaking mind blown. But second of all, and most importantly, I'm gonna have to add one of those names up to the Time Wizard wall. If it is actually true, of course. All right, here we go. So real quick, I believe the clock that I had seen was just over... where was it? I think it was somewhere like on this. Oh yeah, here it is. So there's a clock here, but according to Amberjam in the comments section, I missed another clock just behind this pot. This is freaking crazy, by the way. How did you guys notice this and I didn't? That's a crazy height. I didn't even know that you could place... Can I... Oh my gosh, you can place item frames behind pots. Jeez, you guys are very attentive. Is there one behind this? No. Well, you know what that means, Amber Gem. This clock is reserved just for you. Oh my gosh, all this back and forth between the community land and Maryport and then all the way down to my clock tower at Pendulum's Reach is a freaking hike. Maybe it's time we start considering a form of fast travel. 20 years later, we finally made it back. Let's go ahead and add Amber Gem to the wall of time wizards. Oh yeah, this is starting to look so good. And then we're gonna even be expanding all the way up here. It's gonna look awesome once we get more names up here. But anyway, something that I want to do in today's video, which I think is completely unnecessary, but I just want to do a little bit of a shameless plug. I want to get to 100k gold. And how is this a shameless plug? Well, I'm nowhere near 100k subscribers, but this sounds like the perfect time to tell all of you to subscribe. And with that out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and grab all but one enchanted golden apple and sell all of these in Orchidia so I can officially reach 100k. And yes, there is a reason for me to do this. Not just the shameless plug. And here I go again, traveling all the way back to civilization. This is a problem. I definitely need recommendations of what to do and what to offer to the RPG world in order to implement some sort of fast travel out here. If you guys have any opinions, I really would appreciate it because this might be more urgent than pretty much anything else, to be completely honest. The amount of times I have fallen off this mountain is freaking ridiculous. It needs to stop. And just like this, we are officially at 100k. Oh, it feels good to have 6 digits up there. Whew, 104,000 gold. Now, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I might be the richest at this point. I know at some point Fwhip used to have 100k plus in the gold department, but I think he spent it all, which means I must be the richest right now. But not for long. And if you're wondering why, it's because Pendulum's Reach is expanding. You see where the Timekeeper's dwelling is? Well, as I approach, we now get this, well, it kind of cuts off. It says Pendulum's Reach expansion. And then if I just kind of start walking off a little bit, we're going to see exactly how much space we have. All the way out here continues to be Pendulum's Reach expansion. All of this is now going to be ours. It's not ours just yet because I haven't paid for it yet, but you can see it goes all the way out here, even to the water, where we can perfectly see the Timekeeper's dwelling. So I've enjoyed my maybe 2.5 minutes of having 6 digits in my gold count, but alas, it's time to do land purchase. And just like that, you have purchased Pendulum's Reach expansion, and we are down to 82,000, which honestly, it's not as steep of a payment as I thought it would be. I actually thought this would be far more expensive. I thought I was about to go down to like 10k, but we have so much space now. Look at this. We own this now. We own this, and we own this, and we own this. We own so much of this land, which means it's time to expand. Of course, the expansion is crucial because all I'm trying to do is show my appreciation to time. I mean, I haven't really heard from the Time Guardian recently, which means maybe he is a little bit more content with me. Maybe the clock tower is holding him over and, you know, he's not that upset with me. But as I've mentioned in the past, I want to make sure I get all my bases covered. And at the end of the day, I think the best way to show our appreciation is that we build a whole village dedicated just for this cause. So yes, the Pendulum's Reach expansion means that we are going to start working on a village, but not in today's video, because the other way that I figured the Time Guardian would be happy with me is if I bring the time appreciation to the rest of the Misadventurers. And the best way to do that is by starting a guild, the Speedrunners Guild, because what a better way to appreciate time than to make sure you don't waste it. Now, something I didn't know was at Maryport is that there is indeed a clock tower within Maryport, but Seapeekay owns the clock tower of Maryport. Now, according to his instructions, it should just be at literally my neighbor, and oh my gosh, I have a mailbox now. It should just be this, You can't really tell that there's a clock there. It seems to be a little bit overgrown, but it does say Clock Tower Rise, and it should be this. This is Seapeekay's home. Now, Seapeekay unfortunately can't make it today, but today we are officially launching the Speedrunners Guild. Now, the Speedrunners Guild is really just going to be a group of people that really like to speedrun all the dungeons. And of course, there's many players on the server who have been really enjoying it. I, of course, made an entire video out of it, but some people have been secretly enjoying it. So it's time we officially make it real. Of course, with CPK not being on, we're just gonna have to do it without him, and it's gonna be a little bit sad without him, but we've really tried making this work for everyone's schedules, but we just keep struggling, all right? We keep struggling. You guys know how it is scheduling videos, right? Now, actually, I didn't bring anything to even say that we're claiming this as the HQ, but CPK knows, and everyone here will know, and then eventually we're gonna make it look a lot better. So let's just go ahead and tell people to come to the Clock Tower of Maryport. Unfortunately, CPK is not here today. He does own this clock tower as you come in.
He's done a brilliant job of the interior
He bought
decoration.
it by accident.
Wow, look how good.
Day one, he was learning the commands and
stunning.
just dropped all his dollar on this.
It's a big
It's so
space,
spacious.
actually.
It's very
Wow.
large. It's
Lots of
very
room for
large.
Parkour?
Wow. Look
I
at
know.
Oh, look at this.
I mean, we
got
can
a little
run in
parkour
here,
course.
that's for sure, if we're running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So CPK
So-
has very generously offered this place to be a headquarters for some time enthusiasts, such as potentially yourselves, who may consider speedrunning a
Yes.
fun pastime activity for all of the dungeons and hopefully any future dungeons, if you guys are interested in such a thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am interested.
Yes.
Very much so.
All right. Well, I think we should do one trial to make sure that we are capable of speedrunning. Have any of you ran the crypt?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Have any
Maybe
of you
a couple times.
have any well, Sausage, you built it. You know everything about it. Have any
Yeah,
of
He's
you
got dev
Guilty.
tools, he knows what's going on.
I know
Oh,
everything.
cheater.
Cheetah.
No,
Kick him
please,
out.
I haven't. No.
Have you
Cheaters are
guys
pretty
speed
fast, though.
ran the crypt?
Look at him.
I have a little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
I could
have.
manage. I
But
could manage. I haven't
I
tried.
still don't know what what are the tick boxes? Is it all chests or is it just hit the lever and get out? Like what?
Martin,
do we
I'm
have
so
different-
glad you
different
asked that.
categories, right?
I'm so glad you asked that because now that if we all put our hands together in the middle here and say we are part of this guild, we make the rules, right? So let's
Oh, that's
just
true.
put our hands together.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Beautiful. It's okay.
just hit.
It's okay.
Oh.
And just like
Okay. Okay.
And
Bam!
Go.
Bam.
Whoa.
We didn't make any rules
Whoa.
though. We just said
Whoa.
bam.
Wow.
no,
that's
because
really
now that
good.
we're officially a guild, which means there's categories for the speedrunning.
Yes,
Now,
yes, yes.
Martin, we have normally just done get all the chests and the wolf because people are still looking for the drop for the wolf.
Yeah.
But now that we're officially a guild, we can make the rules. So there's that category. We can do a category which is just immediately get out and see who does it the fastest.
Ooh, I like an
Fastest
any
possible
percent.
time. Yep.
I
80%.
know- Yep.
What about duos?
Ooh.
Oh,
You
you
know,
could have a duo.
two people
run.
go-
that'd
Yeah,
be fun.
we could bring teams in, and I know a
Yep.
really fun one that CPK actually mentioned. Unfortunately, he's not here. Is doing a passive run. So trying to not get hit or hurt anything and make it to the end, which is
That one's
hard.
That one's only tricky at the minute because we've got that weird bug where even if we have a shield up, it plays the
yeah.
animation as though you
Yeah.
can
That's
hit.
true.
So we
Yeah,
might
that
need
does.
to wait for
Visual
that
and
to be
audio
patched
effects.
because otherwise
Okay.
we'll have no idea.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But all of these things are on the table, and we can totally do it. We are the guild right now, which means we make the rules. So,
Cool.
Oh, what
I
about
love
a
rules.
boss run where you've got to give like redstone or wheat to that room with the boss?
ooh, I like
So
that.
kill
I
the
like
boss.
that.
Oh.
Yes. I
Now
like that
I
one
know we
too.
have
would
one
be fun.
professional here, Avid, of the speedrunner in regards to the sewers, right? Because
Oh,
you used to
yeah,
do
well,
that,
yeah.
right?
That's
The
illegal.
dungeons.
That's an illegal run, though. That's an illegal run.
69
Shouldn't count.
seconds, baby. You betcha.
Nice.
Wait,
So
why
that
is it
was-
illegal again.
So that was
It's
before
illegal.
it
You
got
can't flick the
fixed.
lever anymore from underneath.
It
the-
did. It got
true,
patched. So
true,
my
yeah.
run's kind of like set in stone, and then we invalidated basically.
Even the crypt has changed now. The oracle changed. Like the
Yeah,
oracle
Yeah.
true. That does
started,
help
but
a
then
lot.
they put a delay on the oracle as well. So technically, blank slate.
Wait, really? They put
Yeah,
a
I think
delay
it
on it?
started
Yeah. So the oracle used to spawn. There was something wrong with it. I was literally on the call when Lizzie changed the repeater length to make it longer. So now the Oracle spawns a bit slower because you used to be able to run down the stairs, look in the Oracle room, and there was
And
nothing
then run
there.
past it.
Oh, this is
So yeah,
interesting
so I think we
news.
genuinely need a blank slate.
Yeah.
Does
So
the,
things have
timer
changed.
Things
It's
have
kind of a
changed.
clean
still
slate.
work because I thought the timer was a bit slow or something like that, or there was some issue. with
Okay,
the timer.
yes. So if you guys want to submit official runs, what I've been doing is I plop a video into Premiere and then I put like the time code over it to see exactly how long it is, because the time in game is based on server ticks, and if the server is lagging or if you personally are lagging, then suddenly the timer looks very different. So if you guys are trying to submit official runs, that is what I recommend doing.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
for the
and it
crypt,
comes down to
Does it count?
milliseconds sometimes.
We'll need a
so-
little
Yes.
like intro PDF on like, or like maybe a video from you showing like
Oh,
what
I can do
frame
that.
we start it and what frame we end it.
yes,
That makes sense.
yes, I can do that.
Yeah.
I can
So
do that.
isn't it the end? The second you hear the timer go off, like you see the time when you pass through the door. That's it.
It's when you hear the ding, right? Or is it when you get
ding.
awarded the XP? Is it at that
It's
moment?
so for me,
it's
the
the-
end is when I
Ooh.
see it in the chat because it's easy to just find the
yeah,
frame
it's
of
official.
that.
It's official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slime
easy.
Dungeon works differently, though. Slime Dungeon, you get the XP before the gate opens
That
if you
is
get
true,
close
yeah.
enough. So
Ooh.
I've always done it to gate open on Slime.
Gate
Slime one's
open,
kind of
okay.
tricky because isn't there still the gate like issue where you run up to the gate but it doesn't actually open or something like that?
It doesn't open if there are any.
You need to
slimes
kill all the
in that
slimes.
In the
room.
final room, yeah. So I guess
So
yeah,
it's
doing it
part
from
of
the
it.
first frame. I mean, you can do it from
Oh,
the
yeah.
first frame of the sound effects, right? Because even if you're not
The
looking at the
tickly
gate,
cling.
you can
Yeah,
hear
the
it.
Yeah, it has to be on gate open. Yep.
We continued talking logistics for a bit longer, and then to do a little trial, we all decided to run the sewer dungeon together to see who would be the very first to get through the gate. Call it a little speed running race.
I guess it's just
Okay,
it's Avid has
everyone
to
in the
send us
party.
Yeah, did
So
everyone
we're
join the
just,
party?
we're just running
Yeah.
to the end, yeah?
Dungeon
no
party
milk?
join.
No
Well, we're
milk?
gonna wait
No
at the
milk.
front, right?
We're
We're waiting
running
at
to
the
the
front.
end.
Someone counts
Wait in the
us
front
in.
and do
Yeah,
1,
yeah,
2,
yeah.
3, go.
All right,
Right,
Avid,
for
you want to
haste.
count us in?
Me? All right, on go. Okay, so I'm gonna count
Go.
down from 3. Then
No, you said
It's
Hey,
not the same idea.
Somebody just got the coins, that's cheating.
3, 2, 1, go!
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh
dun.
no, someone pushed me to the side. Ah, the
Yeah,
slime!
yeah,
slimes,
hitboxes,
I got slimed
hitboxes.
in the
Damagers.
dungeon.
Oh,
Don't
no,
say that. That's a
slime
great
got me in the
song.
water.
Great
Dang
song.
it,
Great
dang
song.
it,
I
dang
got
it.
slammed.
Oh
into
no!
the dungeon.
I got
Oh,
slimed
no.
into the water.
I did too. That's a problem. That's a
I got
problem.
slimed in-
Oh,
no, the
jeez.
slimes! No! No!
There's so many.
Ah! Oh no!
They're not on me. They're not.
There's
everyone on
too
me.
many.
Ah! Oh my god, I'm poisoned. This is awful.
I
Oh,
got
no.
poisoned in
I
the
got
dungeon.
slimed in the dungeon. Ding dong ding. Ding
Am I
dong
getting
ding.
through the gate?
Ah! Someone hit me! I'm gonna die! Oh no! I've been
I
dying!
can't save
Oh
you.
my god.
Dead.
Avid, how did you die?
Have we got them all?
No, there's got to be more. Otherwise, this would open.
Avid died. I
Okay.
didn't
Died.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's spawning even more! What's he doing?
Spawning the ow!
Did it open?
Sorry.
Sorry, that's my
Oh,
fault. Okay,
you
let's go.
killed him.
Wait, that wasn't even me.
There must be another one down here, right?
I think we need to spawn all of them in. Like, you need to.
Oh my god,
You
this
reckon?
is not gonna work. I think it's whenever we get the bling blong bling instead of the opening of the door.
It'll be this one over here still needs to
Oh,
spawn.
it's right here, it's right here, it's right
There
here.
it is, there it
Oh,
is.
right here, right here.
Oh, I'm poisoned. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm poisoned as well. Ow, please don't shoot me.
No, you walked right into it. We're trying to slide
Ow.
you. And then we go.
I have
Yeah,
Avid's
yeah.
head.
And then we go.
Oh,
Somebody
gee.
get
Ow.
Cam's head
Ow.
as well.
Ow.
Oh no, that's not even
Ow.
worth anything.
Cam's
Forget
head
it.
went down there. Yeah, I was gonna say there's a
Oh,
lot
we
of
don't
those
even
on
need
here.
it. There's too many. There's nothing. We're not able to leave.
This is what.
Wait, did,
I was.
there we go.
I was in second. I was in
It's
second.
first upstairs. It's first upstairs.
It's not upstairs. Stop
first.
it.
Me first.
Oh, okay, yeah.
After our very successful race, we then practiced spreading the word of the Speedrunners Guild.
Do you know there's a Speedrunners Guild?
You know what,
Yeah,
dude?
no
I love
way.
speedrunners.
Did you know there's a
Yeah.
Speedrunners Guild?
But, yeah.
The first time I'm hearing
Oh.
about
You guys
it.
are very
Wow.
good at
How
this.
do I join?
And then we did some planning at the headquarters of how we would decorate the inside.
Okay, so yeah, I like the idea of making like a clock face as the table.
Right there.
Yippers.
Yep. And then we
That is the
have
perfect center.
a decent
I'm saying
amount of
maybe across
chairs
this
around.
wall. Across this wall, do we put the lecterns of the various runs?
Maybe
Got
you
in
can
them.
make the little mini crypt entrance here, and then a sewer one
yeah.
here, and then eventually when there's more dungeons, we add more. And then when
I
there's
guess,
too many
is it always
dungeons,
going to be like
we
3
expand.
wide, 4 tall, do you reckon?
Yeah, approximately, I would say.
3 wide,
Maybe
1 to
5
2.
wide, depending. Because the lectern would be in the middle, and you would want like a space in between.
And once we decided we made some good progress in one day, we all went back home, awkwardly going in the same direction.
Well, thank you guys so much for being
you
here
very
and
much,
being part of the
Jojo.
guild. I'm so excited to see what this all becomes. And good luck speedrunning, my friends.
It's about time we headed off, though. I
Hey!
Nice.
Looks like I'm about to clock
I
off.
gotta speed away out of here. You know what I mean?
suppose.
Oh, we've all said goodbye and gone the same way. Awkward.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
my
awkward,
sheep's also in this
sorry.
direction, which is
Let me know
really
if you need a
awkward.
hand.
Oh!
Hold on a second. Oh, gosh.
That was very clever, guys. You guys
Right,
oh
guys,
my
let's
god.
go this minute.
Oh.
I
Oh!
didn't like that one. That one sucked.
What?
All right, I gotta log
not
off. I'm getting on
Callum's.
TikTok.
Oh,
Oh!
I like it. Callan's space isn't his anymore. It's ours. That'll do it. That'll
I
do
can't
it.
think of any more. Okay.
That's it. I don't like where this is going. I'm gonna put you in timeout.
Nice.
Oh my god.
That's right.
You know, all this guild talk is reminding me of a wonderful comment that I got, which I think is actually the top comment of the previous video, coming from Cookie Pandas 1. Now that I am part of the Assassins Guild as well, anytime I get a kill, I should say, your time is up. I think that's freaking genius and hilarious. You are going up on the Time Wizard's wall. Bam! You look so good up there. Oh, I can't wait to do more with the Assassin's Guild so I can actually say that line. But speaking of which, now that I'm an assassin, I think it's time that we have to level up all of our gear. Of course, we've already worked on our pickaxes and made them the absolute best possible. But my armor game is so weak. I mean, look at this. I'm working off of diamond leggings that are about to split in half, a freaking chainmail helmet, and some iron boots that, honestly, admittedly, they're not too bad, but, you know, because I'm a big fan of Death Strider 3. But still, they're iron and they should be diamond. So, let's level up our gear.
And don't forget I'm still wearing that Curse of Binding iron chestplate. Well, thankfully Martyn came for the rescue, because he needed my head for a good cause.
Then, I think that's everything. The last thing I need is to kill you.
What? Wait, hold on.
Thank you for using the postal service.
No! Oh, wait, I'm here. No, I'm not. Wait, if I do /overworld? No! I'm even further. I'm just gonna grab all of my things just like this, one by one. I'm gonna put this all the way over here. And let's go ahead and break this off. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, at least my head looks really good there. Thankfully. Yeah, at least that looks really good. Look at that. And you know, we just did all of that, and now we're gonna have to go all the way back to the cult land so that we can freaking make our armor. Holy cow, but now we are here and it's time to lock in.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was getting so unlucky with the enchants, so of course I took it over to a YouTube and Twitch live stream to get myself geared up. So if you want to see all of the armor that I actually ended up getting out of the stream, then you can go ahead into the live tab and check that out. Otherwise, you will totally see it in the next video.
But with that being said, there is one more name that didn't make it on to today's video that I did select to go up on the wall of Time Wizards. I'll have to show you off in the next video, but I do promise I have a clock reserved for you. And bam, here's the comment. Huge thank you to Baluksa, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, for the super kind message. It was just a very, very sweet comment, and I really did appreciate it. But thank you all so much for watching today's video, and maybe consider watching that video as well. Thank you, subscribe, leave a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.